of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Tim Duncan?
Well, he gives them a terrific option whenever they've got the ball, because he's mastered a lot of the moves that you need to be a premier scorer down in the low block.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
Now here's Bryant. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
I tell you, Tim Duncan turned back the clock last season, didn't he? One of his best in years, and one of his best seasons ever when it comes to blocking shots. For a guy who doesn't get a whole lot of elevation, it's his timing that allows him to be a shot blocker without bouncing real high. Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
Now here's Parker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. You know, back to Duncan, Steve, you could make a credible argument that with the exception of Larry Bird, no player in NBA history has been more successful while blessed with fewer hops. I mean, I don't know if you'd say he's athletic.
You're right. I mean, he's not real athletic, but, man, the skill, the savvy, just the incredible knowledge of the game. One of the great players of all time.
Just such a pro.
Yeah.
Just such a pro.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
The shot's good from Nash.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Ryan against Green. Parker off the pick from Splitter. Parker drives in. Count the bucket.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Kaman sets a screen for Bryant. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Bryant's got his second basket.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Leonard kicks to Splitter. Back to Leonard. Parker up top. That's good. Parker's got 6.
He's got a nice soft touch with that floater and used it beautifully right there.
Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
I asked about their game plan defensively, and he said, well, we all know it starts for them at the point guard position with Steve Nash and his combination of elite shooting and passing abilities. We really have to stick to our principles and work as a team if we're going to have success against him. Guys, we'll see what happens.
Thank you, Doris. Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Now here's Duncan. From 10 feet out, and the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Kobe against Leonard. Bryant passes to Gasol. Kobe dishes to Gasol. That gives them the lead.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Parker kicks to Splitter. Outside, Green. Jump shot is good that time. Green's got his first bucket in this one. The Lakers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Coach Popovich was fined last season for sitting out his top players in a nationally televised matchup against the Heat. I certainly understand the league's posture there, and it was a lot said about it. Yet, for a veteran team like the Spurs with championship aspirations, I understand resting key players during the course of the regular season.
Open shot by Duncan. Nails the wide open jump shot.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Nash kicks to Gasol. Back to Nash. The shot no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And back to that fine for Popovich, $250,000. Steve, that'll leave a dent.
Yeah, no doubt. But, you know, Popovich enjoys tweaking the league at times. This was clearly an effort to do that. But, look, I think it's good for him to actually, you know, kind of let the league know every once in a while that if you're going to give us that kind of schedule with my older team, I'm going to sit them down once in a while. Look at the big man there. He knows how to go up and get that rebound.
Parker passes to Green. Splitter with the ball. Working on Bryant. Kept alive. No good from Duncan. The Lakers trail. Passes to Bryant. Young outside. And the Lakers with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Green dishes to Duncan. Leonard kicks to Parker. There's the three, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Leonard's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And Nash, here we go. Rejected by Splitter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's good.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Bryant off the pitch from Gasol. And Bryant kicks to Young. Again, Young missing. Here's Duncan. Here's Green. That is good. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, nice bucket. They were really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
Shot to stop the run. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 9. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
They've got Pau Gasol. Marmar is out there with Steve Blake. Then there's Hill. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
Now Johnson. After the missed 3 from Bellinelli. Now here's Parker. 6 points for him. Pass to Bellinelli. Doubled by Blake. And Bellinelli kicks to Parker. Clock at 6. And good on the basket. Book it. Parker's got 8. Well, going back to the Lakers in the West, they would end with a 28-24 record, Steve, against the rest of the conference. That record falling right in line where they finished in relation to the rest of the West.
Well, that record was really the big reason that they were able to catch up to Utah and end up passing them for the last playoff spot. And, you know, Laker fans might not be happy with how quickly they exited the postseason, getting swept by the Spurs, but, you know, they did make a good push at the end of the season just to get in.
And there's the feed to Diaw. Kicks it to Ginobili. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And taken away by Johnson. And oh, here we go. Farmer's got it. The fast break chance. The shot's good from Gasol.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
Well, that's the best way to get that early offense, Clark. As soon as you come up with a steal, just sprint the other direction.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. There was one other thing he talked to them about. He told them to move with purpose on the perimeter, use screens, and find those open outside shots. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
Now here's Ginobili. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Parker against Johnson. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
San Antonio leading by 5. Parker off the pick from Diaw. And Parker, here we go. Ginobili the pass to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. And the Spurs scoring again.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Blake off the pick from Hill. Banked in off the glass. Blake's got his first points of the game.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
It's Parker with the drive.
Seems like every year, guys, you look at Tony Parker and he's found something else to add to his game. He's always improved.
Well, Kevin, in the NBA, you've got lots of shooters, but only so many shot creators, and he's one of them.
Yeah, you love to have a guy like him with the ball shot clock running down and just let him go to work. He is a shot manufacturer late in the game.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Kamen's shot is good. Last season for Tony Parker, arguably his best ever. 20 points a game, almost 8 assists, 52% Steve from the field. And there was even talk at midseason about maybe MVP consideration.
Well, his ability to score inside around the rim is amazing, but he's also become a master of knocking down the jump shot from that 15 to 18-foot range. But really, this team has been built now around Parker. Their offensive strategy completely tailored to suit his talents.
And here is Los Angeles now. Diaw missing his last shot. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A different look now for San Antonio. Splitters checked in for Diaw. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Tony Parker. And it's Green in for Bellinelli. Ginobili. And he gets the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 5.
You know, when he has that basket in his sights, he will go right at it. Once he's in tight, he is a flawless finisher.
Kobe kicks to Young. Ryan against Green. Can't cash in from close range.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Feeds it to Ginobili. Back to Green. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 7-point San Antonio lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, just piling up points in the paint.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack. Big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Here's Green. He's got 6. 58 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Ginobili, and it's blocked. Here is Nash. And Young, here we go. There it is, it's Nash picking up the assist. And now just a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Leonard against Young. Here's Green. Got it. Good job in the low post. Green's got 4 points in the quarter. Lakers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. There's the dish to Nash. Lakers working the ball around now. Hits the three-point bomb. Nash has got 5 points so far. 12 seconds left now here in the second. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. And the shot is good. And here's Young from the arc. A shot, no good. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Spurs out in front. They lead by 4. And up.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach D'Antoni.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the beautiful illuminated towers and letters of LAX welcoming you back to Los Angeles as we continue.
What a game for Tony Parker. He has 14 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
On the floor for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
Well, if you're going to learn from someone, you might as well take some lessons from Tim Duncan. That's what Thiago Splitter has done in San Antonio, really kind of growing up under the tutelage of one of the great players of all time.
Parker dishes to Duncan. Back to Parker, and stolen by Nash. Inside to Gasol. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. San Antonio leading. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Green. And it's 9 points for Kawhi Leonard. LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Splitter taken 28 by the Spurs way back in the 2007 draft, but they had to wait 3 seasons for him to come over from Spain. And as Greg Popovich was saying just this past season, he's finally showing what he can do because he's been healthy.
Yeah, agreed, Kevin, and I think it was a wait worth making,
yes.
Quite honestly. I mean, one of the premier backup centers in the NBA the last 3 seasons, and he earned himself a nice payday with his new contract, too.
Here's Duncan, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
You know what I love about Tim Duncan is that early in his career, he was so dominant on the block at both ends of the floor. And as his career has gone on and he's taken on a little bit lesser role with the Spurs, it's never bothered him. He's just accepted whatever role Greg Popovich asked of him. And now he's still a very effective player. But the Spurs have become more of a perimeter-type team, and that's just fine with him. He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Lakers barely squeezed into the playoffs last season. Despite that, they had the largest luxury tax bill in the league, almost $30 million, more than double the next highest team in the Miami Heat. So maybe one silver lining for them with Dwight Howard deciding to move to Houston, the team won't have to shoulder the even more punitive taxes that began this season. Kevin?
Good point, Doris. Thanks. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bonner, he's checked in for Splitter. Diaw comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Bellinelli in for Green. 6 to shoot. The fadeaway. Not enough on that one as it misses. Steve, you're talking about Tim Duncan accepting a changing role as time goes on. And, you know, what can be a challenge, you think, Clark, for a guy like that when he has to grow into different positions over the course of his career?
Well, for Tim Duncan, I don't think it was hard at all because it's all about winning for him. It's not about the numbers. As long as he contributes to winning, and that makes him happy. So he adjusted, but it wasn't a big deal for him.
Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. Bellinelli passes to Diaw. And Bellinelli kicks to Diaw. And another shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Pau Gasol.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jordan Hill. He's checked in for Kamen. Johnson comes in for Young. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. And that one's good. And that's 10 points for Pau Gasol.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
And Bellinelli kicks to Diaw. Dishes to Bellinelli. Diaw, the pass to Bonner. Makes it off the glass. Bonner's got his first points in this one.
I find it comically absurd at times when you hear people talk about the Spurs being boring to watch. I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, the fourth highest scoring team in the league last season, they put up big numbers, and they do it with style, sharing the ball and with a lot of guys getting shots.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
A minute 42 left in the third. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Leonard. And taken away by Johnson. Farmar dishes to Johnson. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. Farmar's got his 5th assist in this one. And the offense of the Spurs, you mentioned the style club. Number 1 last season in assist percentage. 4th in three-point percentage.
Well, it's an unselfish kind of drive and kick offense that's led by Tony Parker because of his penetration, just how fast he is. Then you've got Manu Ginobili also with his ability to get to the rim. So you spread defenses out with the penetration, the shooters. You got Tim Duncan down low. They are really tough to guard.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Gasol.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Bellinelli, and the layup's good off the glass.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Clock management. This is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, and now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot. Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Well, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Ginobili attacking from outside the arc, and that's good. Marco Bellinelli for 3. And now a 7-point Spurs lead. The Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Farmar kicks to Blake. Gasol inside. Diaw on him. It counts, and the foul. They get Boris Diaw.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
He showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Now here's Parker. Fades. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Lakers trail by 6. Nash is out there with Johnson. Then there's Nick Young. Then it's Hill. And it's Kamen in at the 5. Down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Parker with the steal. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And Green gets it to go.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
The Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Nash the pass to Bryant. shot from 6. Rebounded by Splitter. Splitter's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Leonard against Young. Leonard, the open look, and another basket for San Antonio.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Bryant dishes to Young. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Parker kicks to Duncan. To the paint. Hill pulls it in. Lakers trail by 7. Nash outside. It's Young on the wing. Oh, good with the triple. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Green, the pass to Parker. He feeds it to Duncan. And Hill over to help. Leonard kicks to Parker. And Hill with the block. And they get it back. Duncan. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kamen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kaman, a screen on Leonard. Nash kicks to Kaman. And it's blocked by Duncan. And he gets it back. Spurs leading by 7. Parker off the pick from Splitter. Parker dishes to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Ejected by Young.
Just a fantastic game for Green. 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And some of these passes have been absolutely beautiful, Clark.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Pau Gasol's checked in for the Lakers.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. His message was this: all of us know these guys are capable of exploding and putting up points in a hurry. So I don't want to see anybody letting up until that final whistle blows. Guys, back to you.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Bryant passes to Nash. Kobe with it. He's picked up by Parker. Kobe attacking. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Well, he's a really difficult cover because if he gets anywhere near the rim, he can finish. Great strength, the ability to convert in the lane. Boy, that's tough to defend.
And applies even if he has to absorb contact getting to the rim.
And that one's good. Parker.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And so he makes both from the line.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Green kicks to Parker. He dishes it to Duncan. And the pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Parker outside. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Young kicks to Bryant. Back to Young. Pass to Kaman. Left block shot on the way. Bryant with it. Now Green defending. And again, no good by the Lakers.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Parker outside. Nash against Green. Back to Parker. Over to the left wing. Splitter dishes to Parker. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 10. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He told his guys not to use so much of the shot clock, saying early offense is going to be the key for them from this point forward. His other objectives centered around just being frenetic out there and bringing that energy. The exact term he used to motivate his guys? Create chaos. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Ginobili. That's good. And now a 12-point San Antonio lead.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
They double-team Ginobili. Passes it to Parker. Ginobili attacking. Here's Splitter. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Splitter's got the lead up to 12 now for San Antonio. Gasol, a screen on Ginobili. Pass to Kamen. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. And that'll be his third foul so far. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Joseph, the pass to Bonner. There's the three. He cans that one.
Well, they've done a